Hello there, and welcome back to War Thunder and to the first impressions of the new Soviet destroyer, which is the Tashkent. And I want to answer the questions again in this first impressions, or the question if this is truly a trash can or the new Soviet shiny knight on the seas. Okay. So, battle rating 4.3, and I think you obviously can see the main selling point, which is the 4 forward-facing gun barrels in 2 double turrets. So this is then very similar to the USS Sumner, and here are also for the British, amongst them obviously the Haida, which is the premium ship. So 4 forward-facing gun barrels is always very nice. In total we have 6 130mm guns. The third double turret is here in the very back and complemented by a 76mm anti-aircraft double turret as well. A lot of single mountings of 37s and 12.7mm anti-aircraft guns, and overall 9 torpedoes in 3 triple turrets. The armor on the ship, yeah, not really the greatest, and then the X-ray reveals that the MREX are even slightly above the waterline, especially the frontal one, and the rear one is definitely above the waterline. So yeah, but going deliberately bow in is maybe not such a good idea as well, although it's tempting. However, fuel tanks might protect here a little bit more than usual, just the pure space of the bow. So 4 forward-facing guns. Why is this important? Very often you have just a very small opportunity to snipe something deliberately. A patrol boat that's just hushing between the rocks, racing towards a capture zone. The next thing is maybe even a gun emplacement on an enemy destroyer or a cruiser that is coming around a corner. And also you spend a lot of time in the battle just going somewhere, to a capture zone, into the patrol boat area, you name it. And the ship actually can do this with a significant speed. The guns themselves are great, so that leads me now to the ammunition. The stock shell is great. Now give me a few minutes to discuss this. We have here 3.6 kilograms of TNT filler on a shell that travels initially with 870 meters per second. That's really great, and so it's devastating, especially if the enemy ship doesn't have the shrapnel protection or it's just a patrol boat. You do immense amounts of damage that no other destroyers can actually achieve. Maybe on an enemy destroyer with the shrapnel protection, the German base use HE might go through, but that's a different point of discussion. Then also as a tier 2 upgrade we get here the PB46A. Again, same muster velocity, great. Combine this with 4 guns and combine this with good muster velocity and accuracy, and you can deliberately go very effectively for MREX, even on cruisers. And 224 millimeters of penetration on a semi-armor piercing shell sounds great, but you lose a lot of penetration at distance. There you can see at 2000 meters we already go down to 142 millimeters, and that is at versus unangled armor. But still, it has a lot of punching power, and the damage potential with 2.35 kilograms of TNT filling is great. That seems to be more than on some of the HE shells of other nations destroyer with a similar caliber. So that's amazing, right? Yeah, it is actually, and so this is more like a brutal version of the base use HE that we see on the German destroyers, and also double purposing versus actual armor. And then as a tier 3 upgrade we actually have a proximity fuse, and this is actually one problem because you have to decide trade-off TNT filler, because we have nearly just only half the TNT compared to the stock HE with 2 kilos, or defending versus aircraft. And I think with so many aircraft in the sky, this is actually not a bad option. But I played the battle that I'm about to show you without this, and that cost me dearly. Then the 76mm has no proximity fuse, but only a normal flux shell, HE with distance fuse. The HE and the AP are nothing spectacular. You only have one backfiring turret, so not really. What upgrades? Well, after the tool set and the fire protection, obviously, you should think really urgently about getting the shrapnel protection ASAP. If you go the way over the rudder replacement, which is always great, but I think for this great sniper it is not as urgent as the rotation speed on the guns. So anti-aircraft, auxiliary armament and main guns are mandatory, and since the MREC is above the waterline, yet German and Soviet destroyers can survive on MREC here and there, ammo wetting mandatory. And this is one of the fastest ships in the game, in the class amongst destroyers, with scratching on the 80 km/h mark. So at the end, dry docking, propeller replacement and engine maintenance are really great. New pumps currently not that urgent. Ventilation is great to reduce the amount of crew loss due to a fire. Improved rangefinder. Your guns are accurate. It is not a bad option. Those 2 shells not that urgent. Torpedo mode is always situational. Smokescreen if you really need it on a destroyer. Has to be seen. So that is now the short introduction with the ship. I think it is not a trash can. It is a really good ship. And now I want to show you one of the battles that I played recently to see what the ship can do and how important the 4 forward-facing guns actually are. So, and here we are on the Northport map, and you can see already on the map design where I want to go. It is not B, it is actually A in the middle of the map. I know. But it is not as you think it is, because it is mandatory to win the game, to have a good impact on the outcome of the game. And I think if you are on C and if you are on B, yeah, great, you have fought over this cap, you got it, but what do you do now? Because it takes so long to go to A, and you have then no chance to go to the other side of the map due to the map design. And I think it is just very important to go into the middle. I'm sorry, this is how it is. This is the map design delivered by Gaijin, what we have to deal. And if you have observed the kill feed, there is a good reason why I have to do this, and then just have a look at how I deal with the enemy ships. So, also I emptied my torpedo tubes for all the reasons that I explained in recent videos. So there we have now the German VS-10. And that is a dangerous ship, and watch this salvo. Yeah, double kill. Oh, that is satisfying. So, I gave my team here a little bit of an advantage, and I think some torpedoes were launched my direction. That's always the case. You always have to check this, and I have to watch out for this PR-183. It is a nasty ship. We hit him on the bow, sadly no love. Yeah, Russian bias. There you can see the nice firework that is delivered by the 37mm. They're really loud, but they are a great warning system. And actually, if you are good, you can use them versus patrol boats. Because they are shooting at nearby patrol boats from various different angles, so it's really easy to destroy them with this amount of 37mm. But obviously they do not come close here to the magic 40mm Bofors on the American and British ships. So here I see the torpedoes. That's always what I want to watch out for. Then I target my gunners that they also can fire at ships. When this ship decides to come around the corner here, there's already the fight going on. I don't want to receive here any nasty surprises with depth charges when he just manages to go under my guns. And yeah, I don't really have the comparable, how should I say it, maneuverability to a patrol boat. There's just no way. And you can see the turret rotation speed is not the fastest. So now we come actually into the situation that I am not really keen on facing. There is a patrol boat and he is hiding behind an island. And while I can easily cap here, there is a problem. There's an enemy destroyer already coming. So I think to myself, should I reverse? But that takes too long. And I need to take care of this patrol boat. Where is he going? Where does he attack me from? That is just really, really important to know. And also if there are enemy patrol boats coming. So there you could see how important it is to take the middle. Without me, the enemy had easily control over this. Now I receive some nasty armor piercing. And there we go. There we have our first customer. And while my first shots fall a bit short, later on we will take care of this guy. But immediately I think to myself, wait, something's missing. What's about this patrol boat from the front? Yeah, there he is. There is another one. And I need to, well, actually flee to the front. I need to bring this island between me and this nasty German destroyer. With the back turret, I inflict here some pain on him, which is great. And then this guy actually makes something very, very interesting. He takes out both my rear facing turrets, the 76mm and the 130mm turret. So I need to choose here to go to the 37s, and they make short work of this Fairmile D. Great job right there. His intentions were good, his aiming was good, so he was actually a dangerous opponent. Gladly he had no torpedoes. Now let's see what we can do about this German destroyer. First salvo looks good. Then we can see heavy crew damage. Now I could snipe here the frontal ammo rack, but I stick in this case to HE. There is always, oh, you could have done this, you could have done that, but eventually to take out somebody that has not emptied his torpedo tubes with HE is always satisfying. The question is now, where are the enemies? And there is obviously another German destroyer hiding behind this island. And there is our old friend, and this time I overshoot him. Oh man, this Russian bias, man. And there I switch to AP. And now I see a patrol bot from the left coming. So this is my last salvo. I'll swing the gun and the ship around. We get the kill, and there is the S-100. And we actually kill him as well. Good stuff right there. The back turret still had HE loaded, if I'm not mistaken. And there is now the destroyer. Good stuff right there. And we actually detonate here the frontal ammo rack, but he doesn't go down. So that is a nasty surprise. And now I switch to AP, or stick with AP. And the next salvo actually, yeah, it kills him. And now the torpedoes, so I have to turn into the torpedoes and ram the island. Multi-strike ×4. There is another patrol boat coming in. Aircraft are coming in. Oh no, now it's getting a bit hectic. So a lot of firework going on. The other Fairmile D got destroyed here. I empty here deliberately the guns and switch to HE to be prepared for another patrol boat. And I just reverse. My guns now have turned. Here you can see, even though the ship is fully upgraded, how long it takes to shift to another side with the anti-aircraft guns. That is really, really nasty. There he is. Okay, back turret still had AP loaded, so we only get a kill assist, but I'm fine with that. And there is now an IL-2, I guess, and we receive some AP shots from the enemy destroyer spawn. There is nothing that I can do, and I think about, you know, smoking up, but there is another patrol boat in there. And there you can see how bad the firing angles are for all the anti-aircraft guns. So you can easily strafe me. And he actually takes out here, I guess, my bridge. I'm not quite sure if that was the enemy destroyer or the plane. So the ship comes around the corner at any moment. It's another S-100. There he is, there it is. Come on. Good stuff right there. True knockout. And there I smoked up. Now we shot down the IL-2, but there is another aircraft coming in. And this is where I would love to have a proximity fuse. And there the Sunderland comes. And I even tried to snipe him here with my main guns. And also, well, targeting my gunners to fire at him with highest of priorities. There you can see he does some evasive actions. The bomb load might be not so scary initially, but 500-pound bombs are still very nasty if they actually manage to hit you. And with my limited amount of, well, anti-aircraft that I have, it is really, really nasty to rely here on that. So I fire blindly in the smoke, and with proximity fuses I would have definitely taken him down. And then we actually hit him with a main gun, I think. Or one of my 37s began to behave. So that was already my 10th kill, and now we're working over this AFD-1, I guess. So 2 sections now damaged. I could have single fired there, but again, please notice the great accuracy. I love accurate guns to snipe for sections to take them out. Yes, it was an AFD-1. That is already the 9th kill. No, the 11th kill in general. I think 9th ship kill. And then another plane comes in, a Heinkel 111, not with a Fritz X, but with the 1-ton bombs. Again, I tried to snipe him. And there I actually sniped his wing. But he's still going, he's still going, he's still going. He's burning. he releases the bombs. While I get the kill, it also takes me out. Oh man. Yes, it's always aircraft that ruin my ship fun. If I'm in a destroyer, patrol boat or cruiser, it doesn't really matter. I hate aircraft. They really ruin the fun and the scare mode in general. At the end we won. So 3 planes sniped down, 9 enemy ships destroyed for 44,000 silver lines and 5,688 research points. And we were first in place with 3,350 score points and 11,000 ship damage, whatever that means, and a cap. So that is now great news, and I hope you enjoyed this ship. Again, this is now the definite answer to the question if this is a trash can. No, it's not. It might be even the most shiny Soviet knight on the seas. I love this ship and I cannot wait to play it more. That's it for me today, so thanks for watching, thanks for listening. Please give this video a like if it is, subscribe if you want to see more, and we'll see each other on the battlefields, in the skies, and on the waves of War Thunder.